Hello children, today to continue with the same exercise 1.3, we will be doing question 5. The previous day we had discussed about question till question 4. So now question 5. What can be the maximum number of digits in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 upon 17? Here you can see the repeating block. What is the meaning of repeating block? That day we had discussed one example like 1 upon 3 is equals to 0.3 bar. So what is this we are saying? In general we are saying bar. It is actually the repeating block. So here we will be finding out by performing the division. 1 upon 17 will be finding out the decimal expansion. So we have performed the division here. As you can see, 1 cannot be divided by 17. So taking 0, so we are getting 10. That is also smaller than 17. So 0 comes here. We are taking one more 0, 100. So 17 5s are 85. The division continues like this. Every step we are getting a remainder and dividing further. And finally, as you can see, so here the remainder is 130. Then dividing 130 by 17, we are getting here the rest we are getting here. Now finally you can see 1 is the remainder. 1 is the remainder. We had started the number 1 divided by 17. So we have reached the same number. So we have to stop the division. What we can see here, that means will be getting the same set of digits for further division. So we will stop the division and we can see now 1 upon 17 is equals to 0.0588235294117647. So here the question is, how many digits are there, the maximum number of digits in the repeating block of the digits in the decimal expansion of 1 upon 17. So how many digits are there in the repeating block? We have 16 digits are there in the repeating block. Now next question, question 6. Look at the several examples of rational numbers in the form of P upon Q. Q is not equals to 0, where P and Q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal expansions. Can you guess what property Q must satisfy? What is this Q? Q is the denominator. We have taken the examples which are already there in question 1. We have already changed into the decimal numbers and we have seen this 36 upon 100, that is 0.36. 2 upon 5, that is can be changed into 4 upon 10, so which comes to 0.4. Then here it is a mixed fraction, 4 whole 1 upon 8, which is 4 is the whole number, so this is also 4.125. And then 329 divided by 4, which is equals to 0.8225. So all the fractions, when we have changed into decimals, we are getting the terminating decimal expansions. All have the terminating decimal expansions. So notice one thing here. What is this Q? Q is 100. So what are the prime factors of 100? 100 is 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. That is equals to 2 to the power 5. 2 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 2. Next coming to 5, the Q denominator is 5. So Q is equals to 5 with power 1. Then the next example, 8 is the denominator. So Q is 8. So 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 to the power 3. Finally, the next example, 400 is cube. 400 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. That is 2 to the power 4 into 5 to the power 2 or 5 square. What do we notice here? All the denominators, you can see they are either the power of 2 or power of 5 or both power of 2 and 5. Here you can see 2 and 5 both are there with the powers. Here it is only 2 as power 3. Now, so all are is terminating decimal representation. Now the other set of examples, you can see 1 upon 11, that is 0.09, 3 upon 13, that is 0.230769. Next 2 upon 11, that is 0.18. Now then we have 1 upon 30, that is 0.03 bar. So 3 will be coming as the repeating digit. What type of decimal expansion these fractions or these rational numbers have? They have the non-terminating recurring decimals. As you can see, Q here is 11, then next is 13, then again it is 11. So what types of numbers are there? They are just the prime numbers. And the last one, we have 30, Q is 30. So 30 can be written as the product of 2 into 3 into 5. You can see here, though we have 2 and 5 as the factors, but 3 is also there. So this also cannot be expressed as the terminating decimals. So we are getting the non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. The next question is question 7. Write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. Decimal expansions, non-terminating, non-recurring. We can take many examples. Three examples. We can take any number. Suppose we have 0.01, 001, 0001, 0001, 02, 002, and the division continues like this. And here it is, you can see, as you can see, this is not terminating decimal, and none of the digits, they are coming as the repeating or the recurring decimal form. This is one of the example. Other example we can take 3.45, 436, 329, 728, and so on. One more example, 1.05, 0005, 05, 02, 005, and so on. So here we have taken 3 examples which has the decimal expansions as non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. Now the next question, that is question 8. We have to find 3 different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 upon 7 and 9 upon 11. So what are the rational numbers given to us? Question 8 then. We have to find 3 irrational numbers between 5/7 and 9/11. 9/11. How to attempt this question? How to attempt the question? As you can see, 5/7 is a rational number. So first we will be changing this 5/7 into the decimal expansion. We will see by performing the long division. 5/7. So 5 divided by 7. 5 cannot be divided by 7. So taking 0, we have 50. At the same time, we have the decimal point. 7 sevens are 49. 1 is the remainder. 10. 7 ones are 7. 3 is the remainder. Now it becomes 30. Which place of 7? It will go 7 fours are 28. Remainder here is 2, which becomes 20. Now 7 twos are 6. It becomes 60. Now 7, which place will it go? 7 eights are 56. 4 is the remainder, 40. We can take 5/5 place, 35. 5 is the remainder, 50. 5 is the remainder. We are getting now 50. You can see in this step, remainder is 5. Remainder is 5. We had started our division with 5. Now we are getting the same remainder as 5. So we have to stop our division here. So what is the value, the decimal expansion of 5/7? So 5/7 is equals to 0.714285, and all the digits will be coming as the repeated digits if we continue the division process. Thereafter, the next rational number is 9/11. We'll be changing this also into the decimal expansion. Let us divide now. 9 divided by 11. 9 is smaller than 11, so 0. At the same time, decimal point 11. 8s are 88. 2 is the remainder. We'll have 20. Now 11 ones are 11. Now 20 minus 11 is 9. What you can notice here? Remainder is now 9. We had started our division with which number? We had started dividing 11. 9 by 11, and now we have the same number here to divide. So the decimal expansion, the division is continued like this. The division is continued like this. We will be getting 8/1, 8/1 and so on. So what is the value of 9/11? 9/11 we are getting 0.8181, so 81 bar. We have to write now 3 irrational numbers between these two rational numbers or between these two decimal numbers. So what we can write? We can write n number of decimal expansions, or we can write n number of irrational numbers between any two rational numbers. So we can choose any number, like I am taking here 0. More than 7 1, I can take 7 2 3 4 9 0 4 5 and so on. Another is 0. It should be more than 7 1 and less than 8 1. 0.81. 7 3 0 0 0 2 7 3 8 4 dot. Next 0. Suppose I am taking 7 9 4 6 8 5 3 1 1 3 2 5 and so on. So here I have taken 3 irrational numbers between two rationals. We can write n number of irrational numbers between any two rational numbers.